Can you all hear me?
I can hear
Yeah.
you.
Okay, great. Thank you. So I was going to tell you a little bit about me. I'm Mrs. Coombs, and I teach at the Honor Roll School off of Sweetwater in First Colony. I've been there for 6 years, and I also used to work at Fort Bend ISD. I worked at the GT Academy. I worked at Kepner High School. I worked at Austin High School, and I worked at an elementary school. So I've worked for a long time. I've been teaching science and also ELA. So I've taught English language arts for the longest. So do you have any questions for me about myself before I start the presentation? No questions? Okay. All right. I can only see one person, so I don't know if people are really on here or just muting because they don't want to talk. But anyway, I will start my presentation. And let me just stop me anytime you have any questions, because what I want to do is make sure that you are hearing me and understanding me. And I want to make sure that I like to see at least someone, right? Okay, so I'll be teaching vocabulary. Let's talk about vocabulary. You've probably been taught vocabulary for SAT, prep, so forth. The reason you need to always continue on reading and using your vocabulary in a way to where you'll remember it is because whenever you read anything with you have to comprehend what you're reading, and you will come from time to time words that you are not familiar with. And what I'll do and what I've been successful at is I will teach you not just a list of words that you memorize, you'll be actually applying those. And by applying those, I mean, we just don't do the normal, okay, let's still do this list, make some note cards and learn some different types of words. What I like to do is I like to go through everything and we interact with them. We'll be reading with them. We'll be talking to each other in breakout rooms about it. We'll be playing games. I love to play Kahoot. I love to play Book It. And then I want to learn a game that you've used before that possibly it's going to be better than those games. And I will implement those into our study. So I do like for us to have fun, but I also want us to learn and be able to use that to be able to master anything we read and write. Writing has a huge play in being successful, which is a lifelong skill with vocabulary. You must know what you're writing. You must use upper level vocabulary in any type of formal writing assignment, much less applications to get into colleges, applications to get in maybe a possible organization you'd like to join. So I will teach you those words. You'll be successful with those because we will, again, be joining back and forth. It's an interactive type class. You'll get to be talking to other students that's in the class. You'll be able to work one-on-one with them also. And again, I'm open to anything that you enjoy doing to where you will want to learn these words, and you'll be successful in any writing assignment and also in reading. Reading also is in every course you take. So the words that you read, sometimes you skip over them. I used to do the same thing. When I was your age, I would skip over words that I didn't know, thinking, oh, I'll come back to that, and just keep reading. It's impossible to understand what you're going to read ahead of that word that you don't understand. So I will teach you with using prefix breakdown, root word breakdown, suffix breakdown. And then of course we will be learning extra words along the way to where you'll be able to use them in any class. Are there any questions about that? I put some information up here about me, and you know, it's just like an open house when you go to school, when you meet your teacher. I wanted to let you know that I'm excited. I hope you join my class because I have a lot of fun during the week with the children. I do. This week I've been taking them out for a little while, 15 minutes in class. They work hard, but we also play hard. I take them out. It's just so beautiful out, isn't it? This past week, it's been gorgeous. Today is gorgeous. So once in a while, hey, maybe you'll be able to take your laptop out. I'll take mine out and we'll be outside learning. So, I'm just excited about you guys. This is interesting for me that we have developed this already, meeting you, seeing a few of you, and I'm excited about it. I wanted to go over the class description. I want to go over it just in case you don't understand. I know we can all read and you'll be reading this, but you probably have questions that maybe I am not going over with you. And if you do, I want you just to go ahead and let me know now. Just unmute and let me know. But I have this up. I hope it's large enough for you. If it's not, I can press present this button here and make it larger for you. Whoops, there it is, class description. So I could read all that to you, but I want you to read, right, in the class. And I want you to understand what we're going to be doing, and we will have fun doing it. If you don't have fun, and I know that's probably old school, you've heard this before, but if you don't have fun learning, it's going to be more or less a burden to you. So I do try to make it as fun as I can. I love to hear students ask me questions and talk. So you just let me know if I'm going too fast. For one, I do have a tendency to slow down my speaking, and I want you to understand what I'm saying. And if I need to say it again, I don't mind saying it again. You just have to let me know. Unfortunately, technology, I've not been able to master the mind reading yet. Maybe with AI, we'll do that soon, but that's why you have to ask me questions. So do we have any questions? Anyone? Mom, dad, students? No? So I've been told by Momentum that I do have to point out this little bottom down here about the discount. If you do sign up before Tuesday, and can you believe it's already the end of February? It just blows my mind that it is already. But if you do sign up for any class really at Momentum, you will receive a 5% discount. And I believe it says you have to pay it too. So sorry about that. But you will also have to pay to get the 5% discount.
Will this stuff show up on like the SSATs and like the SATs?
Will what show up, honey?
Like the stuff we're gonna learn is
Yes,
gonna
I mean, definitely.
Uh,
I like to do it by grade level, but of course, the SATs are all high school above 8th grade on up. So yes, I will every word that you'll learn, you'll probably, use it some way, either on the SAT or possibly on any of your work at school. So I can't guarantee that you'll see every one of my words on the SAT, but everything that I'll be going over will be something that will be beneficial for you on any class, any test, any admissions test. Did that answer your question a little bit, honey? Okay, good. I'm sure it will help you. It'll be one form of another. Words have multiple meanings. So we'll be going over that also. Did that help? Okay. Part of vocabulary is speaking. So whenever we learn these words, I want you to be familiar with them. And once in a while, I am going to ask you to create maybe a couple of sentences. And I'm going to want you to incorporate those in your vocabulary. All right. So speaking, critical thinking, all of that for academic success. We want to be able to express ourselves, not just here on Zoom, but anywhere when we speak, not just on gaming, not just with friends, but with adults and professionals. So we will be speaking a little bit in my class. And if you don't want to speak, you need to let me know, and I will not call on you. I will never embarrass you in the Zoom class. All right, because I want you to enjoy the class. Yes, I do want you to learn and broaden your vocabulary skills, but I also want you to enjoy yourself when you're in the classroom. All right. We will be in small groups. So you'll be with a couple of students like you are right now. And I do give weekly homework. Now, if you can't do your homework, don't be stressed about it. You have other, I know you have orchestras, band, I know you have several activities other than just momentum learning and going to school. So you just let me know. Send me an email and there's no problem. We'll talk about it. We'll come up with another date. All right. Don't be stressed. Anything else? What are you all going to do today after this? Tell me you're going to go outside.
I have a hockey game.
Oh my gosh, where do you play? All right. So this is a little rap song here that I like to do little things with music because I too play musical instruments and I'm more of a pianist at heart, but I would love to play the violin. My son played the violin. So this is an introduction, and this is what I'm talking about, how we want to have fun when we read. This is a song, and remember, words are all in songs, and somebody writes the song. They don't just, the performer just doesn't sing the song. It is written just the same with your musical notes. Someone has created that. So we start out with, and it says, have you ever wished you had a superpower? If you had to choose just one, which one would it be? Would it be the ability to fly? That would be fun. My favorite one would be this one, to be invisible. I'd be able to just pop. I could see who was cheating in my class. It would be great if I was invisible, right? But and then we go over the song lyrics. So the song lyrics have some of the words that you're probably already familiar with: trivial, winced, abate, rupture, throbbing, notify, grim. And then what we'll do is affliction. And then what we do is we go on, we just read the song a little bit, or I'll send all this to you beforehand, and then you'll be familiar with it. And then we're going to use these words in different ways. My favorite word, flabbergasted. I love that word. I use it all the time in class. The kids are what? So then we like to define our words, right? We have to define. So I will give you this list of all the words that we're going to go over the week. And what you'll be doing is you'll be going over them. I will send you a hard copy of this, of course. So you could just cut those out, add them to maybe a card, or maybe you want to do it electronically, such as what we're doing now. And then I would go over everything. I would not read these to you unless you had a question, right? Because reading, when it's already in writing there, sometimes it can be a little redundant. All right. And then what I'll do is I will give you these little sentences, right? And each sentence has a mistake. Okay. So the wrong vocabularies words have been used. So the sentences don't make sense. You will have a word bank for this. And you're just going to rewrite each sentence. And sometimes we will talk about these sentences. Like I'll have you read the sentences to me. And you let me know, hey, is that even correct or not? And if it's not, you'll be able to change the word correctly, and then we'll reread it with the word. So this is like a little homework assignment here. But we will go over it in class. Nothing is given a real grade because I want you to enjoy this. And then you'll be circling the word that best fits into a sentence. And then you'll write a sentence below that uses the word you didn't pick in a meaningful way. So we can talk about that. We'll go over that. And then I like to usually stop here and play a game. We probably play Kahoot or Blooket. I don't know if you're familiar with those games, but I'm always love to hear about the games you enjoy playing. Now, of course, if it's a game that I have to purchase, it's going to be hard for me to bring it up here and share it with you. But those games, as of now, are free. So that's why teachers like me think to use those. In order to remember all words, if it's new to you or not, what you have to do is you have to draw some type of connection or relationship with it. And then what this is you'll have synonyms. And then you draw squiggly lines or straight lines or anything between the synonym and the antonyms, right? Opposite and the same. And you'll make a little connection by doing that. Then I want you to also understand that I am a reading teacher also. So you will be reading some, you'll be reading the passage such as this, and you'll be answering these questions, all right? There's not that many questions, but it does give me as your instructor an idea whether or not I need to go back and review that again with you, because we all need review, and review helps you seal the deal, okay? There's not that many questions. And then my favorite part is thinking outside the box or thinking creativity. Okay, so what we like to do is don't ever want to be afraid to think outside of what you're seeing, right? You want to go beyond that. And in order to do that, I've got to ask you a few questions here. So just like I was asking what you're going to do today, I would want you to use those vocabulary words that you just briefly saw and tell me what you're going to do today or what you're doing or what you enjoy doing. So the first one is what is an abnormal talent that you wish you had? Now remember, we're supposed to be thinking like what? Someone that has superpowers, right? So you would talk about your superpowers right now and or whatever you want to be or could be. So these would all come into place then. All right. And then we would break down the words. All right. And then I do give you these. These are a little better than the first lists you saw because you get to draw on these. You get to write, create sentences, compose sentences, and you'll be using these. And of course, these are easy for you. I know you've already heard or seen some of these, but we go beyond this. We also, you start utilizing them in our speaking. All right. You know this one. I like to put little cars or something to go along with each of the words so you can make a connection to it. And it'll have both synonyms and antonyms. You know, a lot of times ELA teachers love to do synonyms and antonyms because what happens is that tells us that you'll be able to use this word in any situation. And when you see it, you'll be understanding. Maybe accelerate is before a word that you don't understand or know right away. So remember, when you see a word that you are not familiar with, what you're going to do is you're going to read that sentence in a passage. You're also going to read the sentence above that word that you don't understand and below it. So if you know what accelerate means, you'll be able to utilize that word to help understanding the breakdown of the root word of the word you don't understand, or maybe the prefix or suffix. Okay, so does this give you a little more better idea of the class? Okay, tell me if I'm going too fast. This is what happened this week, by the way. See this picture? When I took all the kids out to play for only 10, 15 minutes, guess what happened? Some of them were not wearing deodorant. It was kind of stinky in the classroom. So does this help a little bit? So you'll be able to actually be writing on these when I send them to you. And again, I apologize you didn't have them. Any questions about any of these? Does this look like something you would enjoy doing? Not as fun as what? Playing a game, right? So we will be playing some games with all these in it. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions? Mom, Dad, you all have any questions or would like to know more? Well, there's no more questions. I don't want to keep you if you have cool things to do today. So if you'd like to drop off, it's okay. I'm just going to stay on here for a little bit longer because I want to make sure, you know, maybe you're embarrassed to speak in front of others. And if you are, please stay in the room and I'll help you. So do you want me to hang up or do you want other people to leave? Just let me know.